Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Monday, the 8th of January, and we're glad to present you our weekly analytical review of the foreign exchange market. Last week, the pair euro to dollar traded within the range of 1.20 to 1.2085. Currently, the price is close to the lower end of the range, and in case of a breakdown, may continue correction to 1.1950, which coincides with Fibonacci fan line, and to the level of 1.1890 in the mid-range of Bollinger Bands. Still, the price may resume growth to the levels of 1.2085 and 1.2150. Technical indicators don't give a clear signal. Bollinger Bands are directed upwards, confirming an upward trend. Stochastic left the overbought area and formed a sell signal. Fundamental events of the week include statistics on consumer price index in the US, retail sales for the US and Eurozone, and the volume of industrial production in Eurozone. Generally, the decline is possible in case the level of 1.20 is broken down, but the growth may resume as well. Last week, the pair pound to dollar tested the level of 1.360 and in case of its breakdown could rise to 1.3650 and 1.370. Still, correction to the levels of 1.350 and 1.3425 is possible. The latter is in the mid-range of Bollinger Bands. Technical indicators don't give a clear signal. Bollinger Bands are pointing upwards, and the MACD histogram grows in the positive zone. Stochastic left the overbought area and formed a sell signal. Fundamental events of the week include statistics on the volume of industrial production in the UK. Generally, downward correction is possible, but one cannot exclude the resumption of growth in case the level of 1.360 is broken down. Last week, the pair dollar to yen reversed around the level of 112.30, which has been unsuccessfully tested since the beginning of December, and is driving to the upper part of Bollinger Bands to the level of 113.70. From it, new reversal is possible, and the resumption of price reduction to the levels of 112.90 and 112.30. Technical indicators don't give a clear signal. The volume of MACD histogram is insignificant, and Stochastic is pointing upwards. Fundamental events of the week include the data on Consumer Confidence Index in Japan. Generally, the continuation of price growth seems quite probable. Last week, the pair Australian dollar to US dollar continued to grow, rising to the level of 0.7873. But today it began correction with targets reaching the levels of 0.780 and 0.7735. The breakout of 0.7885, which coincides with the Fibonacci level of 23.6%, will give the prospect of growth to the level of 0.7950. Technical indicators don't give a clear signal. Bollinger Bands are pointing upwards, and the MACD histogram is growing in the positive zone. Stochastic is preparing to leave the overbought area and to form a sell signal. Fundamental events of the week include the data on retail sales in Australia. Generally, the continuation of decline seems more likely. Last week, the quotes of gold tested the level of 1325.0, but now they're trying to adjust to the level of 1312.0, which coincides with Fibonacci level of 76.4%. In case of a breakdown, further decline is possible to the levels of 1304.0 and 1296.0. The breakout of the level of 1325.0 may cause the price to rise to the levels of 1335.0 and 1343.50. Technical indicators don't give a clear signal. MACD histogram is growing in the positive zone, and Stochastic is preparing to leave the overbought area and to form a sell signal. Generally, the continuation of the fall is possible, but growth may resume as well. That's all for today, and good luck with your trading!